Hello and welcome. You're watching Cricbuzz Comm Box at the end of the 10 overs in Zimbabwe's innings, who opted to bat first after winning the toss with me, Mr. Parthiv Patel, PVPedia. Welcome, Parthiv. Let's have a look at where the game is at right now. And the scorecard won't do justice to the kind of start they had. 4 overs, 38 for no loss. That was the start, Parthiv, that they had with the bat. But then 3 wickets, and that reflects in the runs they've scored as well.
Yeah, they did. They came out all guns firing, and I thought that was a brilliant decision by Zimbabwe to get Madhwere in. I think he was their main batter. I thought he batted brilliantly against South Africa, and try and make most of it. You usually do that. You want your best players to play as many overs as possible, and that's what Zimbabwe did. Now one of their best batter is coming, Sekandra Raza.
Yeah.
Is also there. But the start, you got to give it to Zimbabwe. They came out positive. They took right options. They tried to use the pace, and then they used the bounce to their perfection. So yeah, obviously well done to Zimbabwe for starting the way they did, but they lost their way a bit. You have to say that.
Yeah, and there were speculations, and rightly so. With that kind of a bowling attack for Pakistan at this kind of a pitch in Perth, with the kind of pace and bounce that it has to offer, you would have thought that they would blow Zimbabwe away. That didn't happen at the start. First over for Shaheen Afridi went for 14 runs, his most expensive first over in T20 eyes. But they've done really well, even with their bowling changes, to come back in the game.
Yeah, they did. I think they made a good comeback, especially the Shaheen Shah Afridi after that first over, which you rightly mentioned. Ball was not swinging in. He was running gingerly, which was evident the way he was getting into the crease while before bowling. But then he made a good comeback. All those couple of overs he bowled almost above into high 130, so which is a good sign that he's getting his rhythm back a bit. And obviously when you're making a comeback after so long, it is not easy to just go out there and try and bowl the way you were bowling. But yeah, comeback well done to Pakistan. The way Haris Rauf came in and bowled that pace, Mohammad Wasim Jr. He was brilliant as well. He was hitting the right length. He got a wicket as well, and Shadab as well. He got a good wicket. And batsman would be slightly disappointed that he got out to a spinner. But usually on Perth wicket, spinners enjoy bowling on. Then I've heard Shane Warne has enjoyed bowling on Perth wicket because you get that bounce. Though it was Weka and then this is Optus Stadium, but whenever it is bouncing, even whether you're a spinner or a fast bowler, it is a good sign to have. And Pakistan bowlers do have that fire. You can see that they were bowling, they were coming all guns blazing. So which is good for Pakistan now.
You said spinners tend to do well traditionally at this on these kinds of pitches. No signs of Mohammad Nawaz yet? You'd like to see him in the back 10?
I thought maybe he might just bowl 1 or 2 over here and there, but otherwise I don't see him. Definitely not 4 overs from here, for sure.
Of course.
But maybe 1 over, maybe max 2 overs, not more than that. But yeah, I think Pakistan has done well to get their bowling lineup sorted. They've got 4 fast bowlers, especially for this pitch. And going forward, I'm sure they would have this kind of combination because it looks a balanced side because they have variety, they have pace, and they have a spinner in them also. So yeah, I think but yeah, Nawaz, I have my doubts.
All right. And is that so for Shaheen Shah Afridi as well? You said he ran in gingerly. Now, we saw it in the last game as well. He didn't seem 100% fit. I mean, he's not running in like the Shaheen Shah Afridi of the old. And today was another example of that.
Yeah, it is. And see, it is a difference. There's a bit of a difference when you're playing in Australia. Most of the grounds are sand-based. So it's not easy to just run in. And especially when you're coming out of injury. So when you're running on those kind of surface, when you're running on sand-based surface, it is difficult. You have to, put in extra yard, extra strength into your legs. And when Shaheen Shah Afridi just looked slightly, maybe there has not been many overs behind him. That could be the reason why he was bowling the way he did against India. And here also that in swing which we've seen with that, they got a couple of wickets in against India in a World Cup game.
Don't remind us of that. Yeah. Don't remind us of that,
but slowly, probably, I think he is coming back into rhythm.
All right, Sean Williams, Sekandar Raza batting out there, their 2 most experienced batters. How many are they looking at getting from here?
I think they would try and knock it around till 15th over from here on, and then try and put in pedal on the accelerator. So I think probably they would be looking at what they have 67 now. So they probably would be looking at another 80 from here, and so that comes around 150. So 150 would be a good score to have on board, and if they can manage to get a couple of Pakistan wickets early in first 3 overs, then we could have a game on our hands.
Yeah, we could. This can be very interesting. That's all on Cricbuzz Comm Box. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, PP, for joining in. We'll see you on Cricbuzz Live.